Okay, so cold weather. I figured it might be the battery, so I tested it. Tested okay. All the connections seem okay. This is a 2006 Ford Taurus 3.0. Let me show you what it does. Now, I did another video on one of these and it did nothing. So I did some more testing, but this one here, you can hear the starter trying to click. So with hearing the starter trying to click like that, I know it's getting power to that little wire and stuff. And these are bad about oil. The oil gets down in there and gets on that starter, and then it goes kaplunk. See if I can get you right down there. You can see the. So I jacked it up already. There's one bolt I think from the top you can get. Yeah, right here. You can't see it. But anyway, there's a bolt right here on the top, and then there's one on the bottom. Then you got a couple wires. Okay, I got to the nut here on the starter wire up on top here and got it loose. There's a 13, and the other one here is a 10. That's the one there. You can take them off while it's in here like this. So I got a little 1/4 inch drive, 10mm on it. Gotta find the third bolt. Must be a third bolt. Hold the starter on. You can't see, but right above my finger right there is the first bolt I took out, and this bolt here. So now there's a dial pin right here into the starter. So if it don't come loose, wiggle it, move it around, and it should come out of there. Sorry, I'm moving the camera, but they get corroded over top of that dial pin, see? And there's one starter. Okay, now there's a dial pin in this starter. I'm not so sure it's supposed to stay in the starter. So I'm going to try to take and knock it out. I'll lay it on something and just take a punch in the back and hit it. It should come out, I hope. Okay, so here this one has a wire on it. A lot of times the bottom of this wire down in here, the stock one gets corroded inside. And you can look at the wire, it looks fine. But you put it back together and it could be this wire here. So that's up to you whether you want to put the old wire on or just clip it and do the new one. It's all put in here for you. All you gotta do is skin your wire back, put it in here and crimp it down, and then just heat this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this up in there. This battery wire connector, make sure it's clean and not corroded or nothing. Make sure your dial pin fits in there. I'm going to take a drill bit just about the same size as a dial pin and just kind of run it through there by hand. Use it for an old file I like. All you're doing is just trying to get a little bit of corrosion out of there so it slides in there easy. Now with my 13 gear wrench, I tighten these up. Just tighten them as tight as I can get them. And I got this big wire started on here. Now when you tighten this up, remember that's not like these bolts back here. Snug will do it. You don't want to break that bolt off in the starter. I can't see it. Yeah, just snug will do. I don't even know if I'm turning it. That starter wire got like a little tab thing. It only can go in there one way. That's all we need. Now we have to deal with that other wire. Okay, so now I just use my pen knife and skin back a little bit of wire. And then we're going to put it right in here. And you can crimp that with regular pliers if you have them or whatever, but if you have a pair of wire crimpers or something, they come in handy. So there, I crimped that wire, and I took a heat gun and just shrink wrapped it. So we got the starter bolted on. Theoretically, as long as you got these two bolts tight and the starter wire tight, we should be able to put the battery terminal on and see if we was correct. Give you this, read me first. I guess we did it wrong. I'm sure it doesn't tell you anything that is new. Put the battery cable back on here and then we're going to try it. So will it start? Oh, you know what? The keys are, you got the keys. Okay. There we have it. Yeah. Do it one more time just to make sure. Alrighty. So actually it's not that bad of a starter to do. You really need to get it up in the air because you don't do most of it underneath. And like I say, I don't know, you guys probably can't see. As long as you get the bolt right down there and one on the bottom. You'll need a 13 8mm for the battery and a 10mm for that little wire. Like I say, not the worst starter to put on.